Good morning, thriving warriors. Okay, Google, what is the date?
It's Sunday, January 29th, 2023.
Great. Okay, Google, what is the time?
It's 6:13 a.m.
Good. Google, okay, Google, what is the weather?
It's 34 and clear. Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 56 and a low of 34.
Okay, the high is higher than yesterday. No, the high is lower, but the low is higher. Wow, cool. Okay, our lighting looks good. Here we are, career services. Good morning, Charlene. Those gloves. Okay. So here we are at Career Services, where our goal is simple. It's to help you get from point A, where you are, to point B, someplace better. We do that through a series of breadcrumbs. This podcast is the first breadcrumb down in the description. Please subscribe, share, thumbs up, click the bell. In the description down below, we have 8 additional breadcrumbs, plus a lot of information on the other things we do, like providing our members with housing, clothing, food, hygiene, etc. I'm proud to report that we have 4 apartments down in Las Vegas, and Camp Rainman, Camp Liberty, the Oasis. Now we're working on Fort Freedom, so we're trying to help people get from point A to point B, where point B is better. So we have 8 breadcrumbs. We do it through breadcrumbs. We have 8 breadcrumbs down below. So let's get ready to rock and roll, because it's 6:30 this morning, 6:25. The guys will be coming in. We'll be leaving around 7:30 to go to church in Pahrump, So again, time is racing. Let's get ready to go. We need to have our proper tools. Coffee. I just poured mine. Grandfather got this from my daughter Elise upon the birth of my first grandchild. Now I have 2. Coffee, pen, paper to write. Let's have a sip of our coffee. Let's have a sip of our coffee, and then I will talk about the next breadcrumb. Number 10. You want to get from point A to point B. It's simple. Persist and resist. Stoic theme. Persist and resist. Persist doing what you're doing. Resist giving into bad habits. All righty then. Next breadcrumb, number 11. Let's write our daily affirmation. I don't know that it's an affirmation, our daily thing. That starts with, I'm so happy and grateful now that what? Well, I'm so happy and grateful now that I woke up to an email from my son, Edward. Okay, so we want to express gratitude, appreciation, care for others, and compassion. Good morning, Diana. Hopefully you have your coffee. Charlene, do you have anything to drink? Is it your special concoction, I wonder? Okay, so again, the theme of today's podcast is persist and resist. Okay, memes from today's video. I think the biggest meme from today's video is the concept that seeing is not understanding. So the thing would be, the statement would be, you see, but you do not understand. Understanding is not the same as observation. Magic is based upon seeing, but not understanding. You don't understand the trick, the prestidigitation that's out there, right? See, but don't seek. Seek to understand, not just to see. For example, you see the things that we're doing. If you don't understand why we're doing it, you could easily and most likely come to the wrong conclusion about what we're doing. All right. Jimmy Carter was asked a question when he was a cadet, or whatever they call him in the Naval Academy. Yes, but did you always do your best? So that would be a question to ask ourselves as we're doing the Navy SEAL Maxim. Click, check that off our list, Navy SEAL Maxim. As we're doing the Navy SEAL Maxim of yesterday was the only day you can ask yourself, did I do my best today? Yeah, but did I do my best? I got things done, but did I do my best? And the answer should be, not quite, but I did pretty dang good. Okay. Next, one of the breadcrumbs down below in the description, where it's usually Inc. magazine, has a different biblical video by Tim Fletcher called Spiritual Bypass. And I think that's something everybody should watch because it gives a theme and it's consistent with our breadcrumb today of persist and resist. That it's not supposed to be easy to be a Christian. Life doesn't just automatically poof change. Now that I'm saved, poof, everything is wonderful. No, my life still seems exactly the same as it did yesterday. I still have the same temptations, i.e. bad habits and routines, which I need to break as habits and routines, not as a spiritual force coming into me and poof, everything is going to be fine. And he does a good job about talking about people from the Bible and the struggles that they had, that they persisted with and tried to resist. So that's good. And I guess overall the thing is, this little video is just the start. This is not the only thing to do. Watch this. Oh, I did great. I'm moving forward on my journey from point A to point B because I watched a 10-minute, 15-minute video. No, it's a course of study. And the purpose is to get rid of bad habits, replace them with new good habits as part of the journey to a better life. That is the goal. It's not about comfort. It's about moving forward. Okay, TED Talk. Today's TED Talk. We are at week 4, day 7, the last day of our 4-week neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Week 4, day 7, the last day. Tomorrow we start week 1, day 1. Week 4, day 7, and today's video is David Foster Wallace. Again, it fits in with persist and resist. So talking versus the default mode. So we start with our default mode. We have an opportunity to change. To change that, in order to do that, we must persist and resist backsliding into our default setting. Okay, I'm doing a podcast till 6:30. All right. So could you give me the room, please?
I thought you said I had to be up at 6:30.
Yeah. What time does it say on your watch? It says 6:22. So please give me till 6:30. I'm doing a podcast right now.
Sorry.
Okay. Persist and resist. It's hard as hell trying to find different things to change your habits to. No, seek the good. Seek the good. Listen to what we're doing here. Persist and resist. Okay, quickly, let's go to Seth Godin, because the good news is everybody's coming in here on time. The coming ubiquity. Seth Godin, the fuss about AI might be misfocused. It's easy to point to a computer-created essay, song, or illusion and find the defects or errors. Given hard work by 1,000 trained people, it's likely that a human could make something more useful or inspired than a computer could. But the real impact of AI isn't going to be that it regularly and consistently does far better than the best human effort. The impact will be that it is widespread, cheap, and always there. Search for anything and the Wikipedia page will write itself just for you. Brainstorm 12 variations of the solution to any problem you're thinking about. Have a Rogerian therapist and idea coach on call at all times. Press a button on your fridge and see a dozen recipes that use what's in the produce drawer, and just that. Everywhere at all times. Ubiquity is the quiet change we rarely see coming. Right. Wow. So the last few weeks, or this month, I have noticed Seth Godin is starting to really focus every week about AI and how it's going to change the world. Let's take it seriously. Okay, here we are at 11:29 in. At 6:24, life table, build, legs, 4 legs, solid, sturdy, able to lift, to bear the burden that the table is going to have. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Focus on that. Focus on being a idea of a apex predator. Remember Navy SEAL maxim, which we already talked about. Make yesterday the only easy day. And finally, if you're still here, that means God isn't through with you yet. And with that, can one of you say, and cut? And cut. There we go. And cut. And cut.